Alright, guess I am live. Oops. That's an easier way. I'm gonna open this up for later, just in case. Stream's looking good. That's good. Ooh, nice. Notifications. I wonder if I can disable those, actually. Request from somebody to join the UT Austin Melee page. Alright, his tag is Fredward. Alright, I'll approve him. There's another guy who hasn't answered the question. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna decline him. Type. Destroyed. Alright, well, guess I'll get started with this. This is my set against Socktastic from, let me scroll down and see if it shows it, yeah. From the last Longhorn Weekly on Friday. Game 5, like a lot of Socktastic and I sets, so I think I could have taken it. I just wasn't able to do it this time. Also, yeah, apologies for the poor quality, or I mean, yes and no. This would not have been recorded if I did not have my secondary videotape player, right, in my VCR, which I use to record this, so it's kind of funny. It's like UCF up here, 2D up here, but if that wasn't there, this could easily pass as something like from the 90s. Or not 90s, that didn't come out. 2000s, early 2000s, back when people actually recorded matches on VHS. Starting Battlefield, I feel good about this pick against Marth. I want to ban FD and Yoshi's every time, right? He's going to ban Dreamland, of course. So it comes down to whether Marth would rather play on Battlefield or FOD, and usually that's Battlefield. Typical match start. What I want to do, the biggest thing I want to do in this situation, I really want to set up for like a down smash or just an up tilt or something to start a combo. Because I can put up F tilts all day, but that's not going to get me very much at this percent unless he's in the air. If he's in the air, then it becomes good because he can't crouch cancel. Alright, so I get one because I catch him jumping, right? So that one's pretty safe. So I did post this set in Samus R&D before I took it on stream, and one of the things I guess people said, so I gave it to Mapache. He said, like, what are you doing all these up tilts for? And my idea is that I do it, like, I want to catch him dashing in, he'll, like, not get popped up, I do, like, down smash, start a combo, and that only sort of works. That's also a good way to get something started, which would be to just crouch cancel down smash, Marth's down tilt, crouch cancelable till some pretty high percents. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Hope you're ready for some awesome Samus analysis, because this is a lot of fun. Totally missed this edge guard. I mean, that said, this is kind of tough to deal with. My best option would have been if I got up a bit earlier and then wave dash back to ledge. I could have actually mixed him up. But at this low percent, Marth has so many mix-ups. And even a successful read won't necessarily guarantee it one way or the other that I'll kill him. That was a good read, so I'm chilling out here. That's also a very well-spaced F-tilt, so this is hard for Marth to punish at this spacing. But he could do it with like a fair out of shield, maybe. No, he's a little far for that. So I think the platform, that's one of his better escape options. I mean, of course I recognize that. Most of the time I cover it with like a nair. But an up tilt's definitely less risky, especially at this percent. Because 26, a nair won't send him anywhere. Right. I even caught him out of the air, I think. Yeah. Good. That's kind of a greedy thing I do a lot. See, because Marth, all he has to do is put out a fair and you lose. You have to, the only thing that forward smash beats is an empty land. That's it. Or something like that. Okay. More cheese. Ooh, so I got a punish out, but he is just standing here. Like, I was late on this punish. And something that I heard from Tuesday, well, last time I talked to him, was he's like, if you're not punishing, like, smash attacks on shield, you're losing. You are losing neutral. This wasn't a tipper either, so it should have been easily punishable. Yes, this is Socktastic. Instead I just light shield, but I'm able to get something off. He also doesn't crouch cancel either. How to get that? Alright, so I get that, which is good. I miss this F tilt. That's not good. He pops me up, and this is actually around the percent you want to go to top platform. Not so good, because you can just, like, it just gives you a lot more coming down options instead of having to face Marth coming down. So that's what I do. I just mess up and not shield, okay? So I'm back in the air. I try it again. He knows that. He's seen me go for that lots of times. See how my levels. Alright, it looks like I'm good there. I'm always worried. This is another thing. He thinks that I'm going to bomb, and he's waiting for me. So I just come down immediately with a nair. This is one of the things, I guess, about getting juggled. It's not exactly like a combo because you have a lot of ways that you can mix it up and make it better for you. Okay, you were in Swooper's chat and he tipped you off to L cancel buffered shield with Z. No, that's actually, that is a legit thing. If you like L cancel and then just hold shield. The light shield, it is going to give you a bigger one and does more pushback, so I guess you would be able to slide off easier. And also the down air, that's a thing that I notice works sometimes, but I've gotten in the past super blown up for trying that. So, yeah. But I did pull it out in this set, and we'll see that. So at this point, I expect him to, like, be shielding this missile, and then I do a mix-up. Here's the... It's almost like I don't expect him to be able to deal with my, like, the missile in this way, because his two jabs are faster than my forward tilt can come out, I think. Was that a forward tilt? That was a grab. I must have thought that he was going to shield that missile. This is a position I'm not very good in. It's like, I'm not challenging him on ledge. And, I mean, yes, this is challenging him space-wise, but it's not actually challenging him, like, at all. That was just... I thought he would get up and shield. Hey, MW, how you doing? Sorry, no perfect dart tonight, but... normally I wouldn't have this night free, you know, since there's a Melee tournament tonight, but it got canceled. This is a pretty easy recovery. Yeah. I could have gotten blown up pretty hard for that, actually. I missed the sweet spot. You know a thing or two about Samus Marth? Well, that's all you need to know to understand this matchup can be either really cool or extremely boring. Actually, all my sets with Socktastic have been pretty good, but... Ooh. That's another time. I try to contest him near the ledge, right? But with a move that's just totally inappropriate, because I put out a forward smash or forward tilt. All Marth has to do to beat that is just come in and fair. And I'm just sort of done, I guess? Like, I can't compete with that. I get hit. I don't know what I thought he would do. Maybe run forward and run off with the fair. That would have beaten that. But it's not going to beat him falling through. That was just kind of greedy, but I didn't die, so that's a plus. This is the kind of percent where it's like, I don't care if I take weak fairs. And this is something that Duck said. It's like, your ultimate goal against Marth at mid to high percents is it's like, just don't get tippered. That is your one goal. It does not matter. Just don't get tippered. So down tilt when Marth's on the ledge, down tilt will actually, you're right, MW, it'll cover ledge, like it hits below the ledge. Like the only issue with down tilt is that it's kind of laggy, and this applies to, but this also applies to forward tilt and forward smash, which could also both cover ledge, in that if you miss, he just comes on and fairs you, it sucks. So I'm going to choose something, I'm going to have to think of something that's a bit more sophisticated than like having to have a read. There's me punishing that. That's good. Bad idea. That up tilt is not a good idea. It's good against bad Marth players. Right? Because if they don't sweet spot the ledge or go for like an early up B, like if he was a little bit pixel off there, he's dead. Right? That doesn't work. I think this is the right strategy, and it's something I see Duck go for all the time, but I was late, right? This missile's gonna home at him in case he goes early, right? And then I want to cover the ledge later, just in case he's late, right? And I go for that, but I'm just late on it. That was a mixed execution, but that worked out. That's one of, like, my favorite Samus gimmicks, if you want to call it that, is like charge-shotting people like out of something, as opposed to jumping, nairing, air dodging, you know, what people normally do. This is kind of silly. Alright, so at this percent, Marth's up throw is not going to kill me just yet, right? But a lot of other things just straight up will. So my strategy is I'm going to shield. Well, okay, forward throw, he's not going to get much. He knows up throw's not going to kill. But I DI in on it and get tippered. Bad idea. I broke the rule. Okay. Yeah, I didn't go to ledge super cleanly too. That's another good thing, observation. I'm not like, and I think that's part of the theme of this set, is I was playing sort of cleanly in some situations, but not all of them. Like, alright, so he's just dash dancing on his platform. What I want to hit him with is like, a nair he's going to be able to crouch cancel if he's on this platform, but a fair is much harder. It does more damage. Ooh, that was a mistake. This should have been a down smash, not a down air. Although, this almost worked. Like, look at that. If I just fastball in first, that would hit his head. Alright, so I basically had two options after. This is the right percent that I want to go to the top platform. I can start crouch canceling his up airs or something like that. That was expecting him to come up and do a forward air. So, do I net play? Sometimes. I don't do like just random net play, but I will net play with people sometimes, just if I feel like it. I get too mad at like random net play. Like, I just can't anymore. Let's see. So that was expecting him, if he came up and tried to hit me with an up air or a forward air as I'm coming down, that bear would have beaten it. But if he does nothing, all I did was just kind of put myself in a bad position. The other good thing about fair, play you sometime, I'm actually down. I would definitely be down sometime. I never know how good like other people are actually at Melee, right? So it's like, I've always kind of wondered. I'm like, would this person beat me? Would I beat them?
Your son is dead.
The other good thing with fair is that it's a good combo breaker. Like, I forget what frame it is, but he tries to put out that forward smash. I just fair out of it, and now I'm back on stage. That was dangerous. This is something that works, again, against bad Marths, but not against people who know how to deal with it. And that's this fair, like, onto stage. Because it's easily, like, crouch cancelable or outright beatable. But if you can hit with multiple hits of it, especially if they're in the air, like, you've gotten yourself back on stage and, like, you've started something, which is really good. Yeah, no. I have to hit that. Like, if I don't hit that grapple, it's over. I have to do that. Yes, Tony, I would beat KM. Crouch cancel down tilt from Marth can be really annoying, because at this kind of percent, right, like, I want to just run in, like, and do an F tilt, but Marth can crouch cancel grab me for it, or just shield grab me if I misspace it that badly. So it makes it really incentivizes me not to approach, which of course, like I was going to anyway, and the answer is no. Just food for thought. He crouch cancels this missile. If he had not crouch canceled it, I would have gotten that dare. Okay, because he got pushed back. One thing I have learned in this matchup is that grabbing is actually surprisingly really good. Or, I mean, it is still Samus's grab, but Marth wants to shield a lot, and he can punish you badly, but not like that badly for it, so I'm trying to go for more. Especially because he tries to, like, he's trying to crouch cancel some of my stuff. You know what beats crouch canceling? A grab. There you go. Right? That's a good follow-up, because it sets him onto that platform. So now my next thing is I want to continue this. I should do a dare check chase. That's what I need to do. But he does the slide off. Like, I didn't expect him. I just expected him to just miss it and went for a nair. At this percent, that's a decent choice because he'll get popped up, right? But it might just be the end of my combo. That's another thing. He just outspaced my up tilt. Let's see how. Yeah, like that's still a sweet spot, but my up tilt has no chance of hitting him there. That is so clean. Okay, there's that working where he does like that wave land on. Early. I noticed this immediately that this should have been a guaranteed edge guard. It's just that I rolled up early. I didn't think he had it in him to still make it back after all those side Bs. This is actually something that I do like, is that you can cover a lot of Marth's options by just, like, being at a fair distance and grabbing. Or not grabbing, grabbing is a bad option near the ledge like that. Jabbing, right? Or just staying at a range where you can't get hit by forward tilt, so you can punish Marth after he lands. that was another mistake. It's just like, I'm giving him freebies. This is a much better position to be in, right? He cannot hit me with fair if I'm past this little sliver of battlefield. So that's a bad dash attack, but I can make it work because most of the things he can do to punish me out of shield aren't like that. Like that down air, not that devastating. Or I can crouch cancel them, that too. That missile was just late. If it was earlier, it would have worked out. Two charge shots this game. You can't mix me up, bro. You can't just expect to mix me up just by dash dancing fast in front of me like that. I started to feel myself a little bit through this combo, alright? So I expect him, first of all, to dash in and grab me, which I think was his plan. So I spot dodge down smash, right? How am I able to get this? I just waited for that side B. Yeah, and this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Hey, Kapil, how are you doing? Hope you're ready for some awesome Samus Marth analysis, in which I spoiler alert, I do lose this set. A dare would have been a better choice there. It would have popped him up and like actually given me a chance at a combo extension. If I do that nair, I have to drift left. That's not good. The air dodge worked wonders for me this set, actually. Okay. Another up tilt that just doesn't work. Like, this is just bad. Neither of us are challenging the other off stage. That's actually correct. And this is, I think, an overcorrection, or at least on my part, from when I used to play him. I would go off stage too much and then get like blown up for it. So I think this is sort of just the opposite direction where I'm like, I'm never making him feel threatened that I might actually just go off and nair him and end his stock. You can do what I like to call the Samus Shine Spike and go out with like a weak nair. Okay. The roll isn't a terrible option, actually, because Samus's is kind of a weird timing. A lot of people just straight up miss it. That is some whiff punish right there. So this up B was a bad choice because Marth is floaty and at a low enough percent that, like, even if I fastball, he's able to come down and get me immediately. That was an unforced error on his part, but... So I don't know why I approached. I really don't. I have the lead here. He's intentionally not approaching. Like, come on. This fair was going to be a tough sell for me to hit anyway. This is something Mapache noticed when he looked over the set. It's like, no. It wasn't going to work out. It just wasn't worth. That's a good conversion off of it. Fair up B and fair down smash work depending on how floaty the character is, what percent they're at, and whether they're crouch canceling. Yeah, he is doing some dumb stuff. It's just like... And I get hit by a lot of it. That's the crazy thing. happening. That was a poor choice of a dash attack. I was just on the wrong side of this grab mix-up. Because look, he is shielding. He just was going to spot dodge, okay? Because one of the things that I have actually gotten Marth players with a lot, and this is a serious mix-up that they do, is they do an auto-cancel nair into shield. That only has 4 frames of landing lag, which is the typical like jumping landing lag, and the shield comes up very quickly, so if I try to up B, I will not hit him. But Samus's answer to that is just a grab. I'm just on the wrong side of that mix-up that time. This is it's starting to get spaghetti right about here. Alright, yeah. Peace out, Kapil. Good luck on the Vector Calc exam. Have fun. Do your best. I believe in you. I didn't know he saw his double jump. I mean, I guess school's going okay. Melee's also going okay. I could describe my life. Alright, so I gotta tech away. That's the right idea because I know he's gonna F smash or something. Just a bad read, alright? Because this... I noticed where he's landing. That nair covers 3 out of 4 options. Should be missing the tech, teching in place, tech roll to the right. My nair covers all... It covered all 3 of those. Just missed the one that he actually did. Clutch tech. Ouch. This is actually not good because I'm too low sweet spot. That forward smash was sort of a greedy attempt at trying to catch him just in the air. And that was a very, like, 50-50 type of counter attempt. I almost want to skip over this game because of how many... I just bungled this whole game. It was very bad. So I might cut out of this one earlier, but let's take a look. This is a mix-up I kind of shouldn't be using against Marth. However, I do use it against other... It's this kind of, like, a missile approaching dare thing, really good against Peach, let me tell you. But Marth, it's a little bit harder of a sell to get that to work. Yeah, no. See, look at that. Like there's a reason Duck says, like, okay, don't get tippered. Look, I was at 38 before that hit. Yeah, so that's the thing. I was just totally holding in on that. It's so painful. Ouch. Alright, so this was the right idea, but not the right percent. That nair, what I want to do is I want to hit with it lower or when he is at a higher percent, and that will guarantee the stock. And this was an example of like me going off stage, and that's good. But I didn't execute it exactly correctly. So I did make that work out. Randall. Nope. I feel like I did a good job of pressuring him here, at least. Problem is, it's kind of harder to pressure Marth when you're down like this. Miss. I rarely miss those. but I did that time. That also should have been a forward smash. That would have done it. Instead I did the down smash. That's never killed for me before. So that's pretty intense. I don't understand my thought process at this point. Let me roll back into the corner with Samus's terrible roll after I just get out. And then I just down smash. Okay, great. That could have easily just been the stock. See, look, it's just like this is. I'm sucking so bad. I don't even know. I'm just gonna skip that. It's not even worth thinking about. Yeah, the roll was certainly a tech flub. Like, I don't roll intentionally very much because it's not good with Samus. So one weird thing about this stage, actually, before we get started with this, like, Socktastic, the guy I'm playing, he says he doesn't really mind Dreamland very much. But the problem is, this is my best counter pick. So it's like, because my two best stages are FD Fountain, Fountain and Dreamland, and I really don't want to go to FD. You love Dreamland as Marth? Yeah, I mean, it's like, surprisingly, a lot of Marth players like it now, right? Whereas it used to be like Marth's worst stage, certainly, right? Not Fountain? Well, it's like, Fountain's good, like, it's not as good as Dreamland. I could pick Fountain as well, but this is a best of 5. Where am I going to take him to second? Tippers hit super easily on every stage, Tony. That's just the name of the game. What I found to be really important on Dreamland is just, like, you need to keep playing the mix-up game correctly. And I sort of have a general idea of how to do that on this stage. Stadium, yeah, it's like, it's also good for Marth, though, because, like, the platforms. It's, like, I find they're, yeah, so it is, maybe I will try Stadium next time. It's just scary stage for me, like, considering how considering how close it is to FD. But I need something to pull out. Yeah, free stocks, baby, we take those. Okay. That was just me lazily thinking he wouldn't be able to punish me in time. Alright, so I know that shouldn't be punishable. Or, I mean, it should be, but not the way he did it. I shielded. I could have up B'd. I don't know why I spot dodged. Like, I know that was an intentional spot dodge, except for the fact that it's like, it only beats him doing that early fair, and it doesn't even beat when it's like a grab or anything like that.
Not tonight, not tonight.
Good mix-up, actually. I'm proud of this mix-up that I used coming down. Like, bouncing off my own bomb and then air dodging through.
Your name's not down, you're not coming in.
So, that was an adaptation from the last time, but it was also a counter-adaptation to what I had just done. I do the down smash. I expect, oh no. Like, I got grabbed last time. I better spot dodge. Socktastic just goes ahead and knows I'm going to spot dodge, or must, or something. Decides to punish me with the shield breaker.
Your name's not down, you're not coming in.
These no impact lands, not working out. Yeah, it's like, I am getting back a lot of the time for free, and that's absolutely right, MW. It's like, I'm getting back for free. I'm also letting Marth back for free. And it's like, yeah, for Marth, he should be doing a better job of sealing out my stock, but I should be doing the same thing as well.
Not tonight. You're not.
Something Mapache specifically mentioned was, like, this is not punishable. If Marth does that up tilt like this, I cannot punish him. Like dropping down like that. I have to, the better thing to do is just go to the top platform or over to the side or whatever. Just don't do that because I just get up beat. I die. I did a teabag unintentionally. That's fun. Now this is the part where it's like up tilt sort of works. For the first time this set. He has a bad up B, but he could tech that, right? Well, okay, yes, Tony, that was bad DI, but I'm also at 170. Like, the only thing I could have reasonably done was tech it. Oh my god, I actually got hit by that. Yeah, the back airing after the tech, that is right. So it's like, if you do that wall tech where you drop down, you don't have to back air. Or you shouldn't back air. But if you do the wall jump tech, you should back air. But I think he probably wanted the wall jump tech anyway, because he could have back aired me and gotten a better chance at recovering the second time. Classic thing I fell for. With punishing. This is one of the dangers, like when you're playing Samus against Marth. Let's see if I can back it up a bit. If you do a forward tilt the bad range, this is easily shield grabbable. You going for a ride, bro. Bro, you're going for a ride. You get hit by that. This is what I want out of an up tilt, right? This is what I hope for every time. It's like, I'm mixing him up. I catch him, but then he teched it. It's actually kind of unusual. He had just jumped. So that's... Because normally, in Melee, he should not have been able to tech that. And the reason why is because of forbidden SDI, right? Like, the way forbidden SDI works, I guess... I don't know if... MW, you probably know what this is. Tony, I don't know if you know. But it's like, when somebody's grounded, you hit them with a move that would send them flying upwards, then you can't tech it. Like, you can't SDI into the ground to avoid being launched and then tech it, right? Well, if he was in landing lag from the fair, then he shouldn't have been able to tech this, Tony. That's what I'm like, he must have jumped or something. I don't get what the deal was. That shouldn't have been techable. That was bad execution on my part. I don't think it's all too impactful that I mean, I should have been able to cover that regardless, but it's just weird. Like, I did not expect him to tech that. I expected him to be launched. Oh my god, this is such an exploitable habit of mine. Alright, I messed this up. Dash attack, not a good idea. Instant double jump into the down air. I am a big brain Samus main right here, of course. I actually like that rising there. I saw Duck do that one time. I'm like, I need to steal that. This is also one of those times, it's like, I've been hitting Marth a lot, so I'm a little worried, like, his shield would be able to actually cover if I went up and hit him, but Marth's shield, unless he's going to be, you know, angling it down, I have a decent chance of just hitting him outright. Here I am again, doing that crappy up tilt. Yeah. Just beats me out. I'm just not on time. What do I even try and do? Forward tilt. There we go. That's how it's done. That is not how it's done. All other times, too, the up tilt would have been a decent choice if I can catch him wave landing like that. But at this percent, if he's wave landing like this, first of all, I think that's an up B that he tries to do. I could have just forward smashed. Actually killed him, or gotten something at least. This is nuts. So what I want to do here is it's like, my new thing now is, now that I've taken all this percent, my one goal is, of course, don't get tippered, because that's going to end the stock for me, but also, I just need to land a clean hit on him. Try more up air coming down. Tony, that's bad and you know it. I'm sorry. You should know better than that, Tony. My goal is like, I just want to hit him with one thing. And so I go for this back air. I just didn't do it right. Let's see. I did too low to the ground, so I just ended up auto-canceling it immediately. And here we see the re-emergence of one of my classic patterns, the figure eight. So this is kind of a dangerous missile. He could have just come in and F-smashed me, but he did low profile the missile instead. This gives him a little bit more leeway to do that down tilt. What I should have done instead, though, is, like, if I was smart, instead of doing that, if I back up farther and drop down, I can come in and punish him, like, with punish his down tilt, or forward smash, or whatever it is. Like, shield it and then grab me, as an example. That was an intentional platform push-off, but I didn't get anything off of it. I don't know why I hit him with the weak part. That's why. If I hit him with the strong part, he would have gone actually falling off. This is another thing. It's like, I like this mix-up, but it doesn't work as often as it never seems to work for me, although I know it's solid. And that would be the missile into grab. If he shields the missile, hit him with the grab, right? You know, she's shielding. A little bit of an overreach, but this is a necessary one since I need to get a combo. I need to take this as far as I can. And this is another time where it's like, I covered 3 out of 4 options. Look at where he teched. This is that same situation that it was earlier. I am covering 3 out of 4 options. You're just picking the one that I'm not covering. Classic. Like, this is classic. Alright, yeah, that's just another thing. It's like, the timing mix-ups of a lot of Samus's options like that are just kind of weird. Back to the neutral game. What I'm basically looking for here is like, I want to, over this time, I want him to wear down his shield a little bit. If he's able to wear down his shield, like, then it makes poking a lot of things easier. It also means that if I can get a read on him shielding, I can grab it. That's what I go for. This would have been a good opportunity for me to, like, go off stage. This is the perfect position right here, right? Let's go off with the momentum forward nair. Or just drop backwards with the nair right there. He would have died. This wasn't a bad coverage, though, either. Just gave him another chance, because he did the early up B. That should have been a nair or up throw to charge. Super viable to throw up and charge. It would be, Tony, if, like, it wasn't last stock at high percent. I want damage, right? Because I got this good combo off of him. Anyway. Hey, Mapache! What's up, fam? I was already saying a couple of things you were saying about, like, don't, you know, some of the notes you mentioned earlier about, like, don't approach him when he's just standing on the platform. That already came up, of course, but... Bad grab. Predictable double jump. Common theme of this set as well. But did I win, Tony? No, I did not win. I did not win this set. I thought that was clear. You say too much stuff and don't do enough. Sometimes I feel that way too. It's like I'm watching these sets with me, and sometimes I learn things, and I feel like I learn a lot of things actually, but then the application of them is not always the best. Like I'll learn, but then I won't actually do it, and I'll watch my same set later, or a different set in the future, and I'm like, I did that same thing. It's bad. Oh, you meant the game. Yeah, I won that game. I didn't win the set. So, I don't really like FD against Marth very much, so this is one of those things that's like, but it does have its own advantages. I think the missiles can become, they become a unique tool on this stage above all else, because it's like, the amount of ways that, you know, Marth, he doesn't have the platforms to get around them, but you also don't have the missiles, or the platforms to shoot them. That is punishable. The back hit of down smash is not easy for Marth to punish. It's not very negative on shield. Yeah, recordings for everything. Oh, 20xx recordings, you mean? Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like, most of the time, so I'm the guy who records videos for all the tournaments. So it's like, generally I'll have video for situations that I'm having a problem with, but not always. Ooh. That was also kind of a little bit of gamble right there. The recording of that and randomly running off with fair. That is a great idea. Like, I have these ideas. I'm like, I have so many ideas of like what I could do. It's like, does any of them actually work? This is the thing. I'm getting pressured super hard for, like, he's throwing out some fares. I'm just here. I want to gain space, right? But I'm not making any forward motion. All I'm doing is spot dodging. And because I keep thinking he's gonna come in and grab me. And he doesn't. Mini shot, the way to go. I would probably throw out a missile here instead, because he's at 0. A mini charge shot isn't going to get me anything, and he might just be able to punish me after I hit him with it. Jab's too good. Okay, that was... I should have been able to connect that down smash, but I think I missed that L cancel. Yeah. Yeah, Tony, mini shot won't link to tilts at 0. Not at 0. Maybe at higher percents. Dash attack's fine, like, as a... Like... He's just in the air, and I don't think he's going to put out an aerial. I feel like the dash attack's good, but I also hit with the weak one, which means I didn't get anything off of it. I'm going to have to think of something else to use. That was a mistake. One of the things that I think is kind of, I guess, pure about FD is it's like, basically I have two mix-ups here. It's like, am I going to go left or right side of him? In addition to all the things about, like, my drop-down speed and whether I'm going to bomb and, like, those are all things, but it's like, don't missile cancel out of juggle. Doesn't work. I know you're right deep down, and that's kind of bothering me, because it's like, this works against bad Marth players, and bad players of a lot of characters. It's like, this is so good, but it's not. It's not good. It's so punishable, which I just got punished for it. Alright, I sort of bet it all on this one. This is something I very rarely go for, so I felt like Socktastic would just not opt to jump because I don't do this. But then I did that. I think it was an error on his part. It would have worked, Tony, maybe, but that long term, I don't want to be doing that if it's only like, if it's not a legitimate strategy. That was a mistake. Should have been down smash. I know that doesn't kill. See, there I do it, but this makes sense, I think, if... Look how far away I am. Like, he did a drift back forward air from up here. There's no way he can get to me in time to punish me for missile canceling. But it also means that Marth has tons of time to react to this missile cancel. Like, it doesn't get me anything. At all. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mapache. It's like, it worked because he wasn't ready to punish me for it, right? Not a good strategy. Oh, if he did the up air, he could have probably dash attacked me. Alright, more evidence that that's not a smart choice. Alright, I'm happy with this. So this is a kind of range that it's like, see where I am. This is not short hop forward air range, or at least this is very close to short hop forward air range. So I don't want to get hit by, right? More than anything else. Alright. I thought he might roll. He's done that a couple times this set, that he'll just like get up, roll. I was able to... So I caught him out of spot dodge, it looks like. How do you feel, Mapache, about the missile cancel out of hit stun? Because I do that occasionally. Of course, at higher percents than this generally, so the missile actually comes out, but, you know, it's something. I had to fastball that. I had a feeling he might try and F-smash me, but I sort of went for it all on that one. I also think a grab would have been pretty good there. Except he did dash away, but I still might have gotten him. See, there we go. Not good. This is already one very positive improvement I can make to my gameplay immediately. Just don't do that, right? Which is good. Okay, you know what? I wasn't going to address this, but, like, Tony, you're saying that something is legitimate based on whether it works or not. And the answer is... that's not how I want to think about it. It's like, I want to do things that will work against good play and against bad play, alright? I don't want to be relying on gimmicks and crappy options that will only work if my opponent isn't ready to deal with them. That's lame. That's not... it's not how you get good at this game. It's one thing to know about those strategies and use them. It is another thing to intentionally play with those strategies as if they are legitimate and quality play. That was just a miss. I think... actually, let me take a look at this. I wonder if I could have gotten him. Yeah, I'm just late. I think if I just forward smashed earlier, I would have gotten it. Because I'm still stuck in this walking animation. That's a legit thing. Alright. I think this is the part where I just SD, yeah. I don't know what I was trying to do, but it didn't work. I thought he would go for the forward air, so I was just ready to react with a crouch cancel down smash. Don't do those. Yeah. This is a thing that I know it's like walk after the first one. It's so what I know that these are supposed to be used for is I do one and I use it as a mix-up. Like if I just keep throwing these out, especially against Marth, he can advance on them and punish me fairly trivially, which he doesn't do. Ooh, wrong way. This dash attack, like, it might seem like a bad idea, but here's the thing is it's like, I had a feeling he was gonna jump at me, right? Like I'm trying to catch him before he puts it out. Even though I miss, I get stage control now. So, making lemonade out of lemons. If that was the right direction, it would have been a lot better. Something I noticed was that Socktastic was very reluctant to approach me. Like, look, he is not approaching. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to keep throwing out missiles. But in future, I can't guarantee that. And he tried to do something there and just got hit for it. Like, I think he tried to low profile that one missile. He just didn't crouch early enough. Yeah, that's it. If he crouched a couple frames earlier, he might have just low profiled and then down tilted me. That ground release, what I usually go out of a ground release is just like try and crouch cancel or just down smash immediately or crouch cancel down smash. Since most characters, let's see if I can get this the right frame. Tight. That's always awesome. Right, like other characters with less traction, you'll be able to. That's a forward smash. Alright. That's not what I wanted. A lot of characters, you can just down smash them immediately if they're late.
What's in the basket?
So I noticed I lost, my double jump's gone. I was really afraid of missing, just getting tippered. I didn't notice it till too late either. That wasn't I don't think that was a reaction. I think that was him reacting to the fact that we're both standing in shield and grabbing. Like, slightly later than I do. Also, reacting to grab, it's like you can't react to a Samus grab with a grab. Samus' grab is debatably reactable, but it's not reactable with a 7-frame grab. Because if you attempt to react to... if you have a 12-frame reaction time and a 7-frame grab, that's 19 frames. That doesn't make sense. And 12 frames is already really good reaction time. Decent but weird trade. This mix-up makes me mad every time I get hit by it. Forward throw, and he does the dash attack, and I'm DIing in thinking he's gonna do a forward smash or forward air or something, right? And I just get hit with that. Almost. Good spacing on that, actually. Down air on the way down doesn't really work. But I hadn't pulled it out this set yet, so I thought it was like a fair idea to try. That also could have been a much better punish. It's not good. It just clanked. That's the deal. If I gotten this out a little earlier, it might have just won, but nope. I get tippered. Alright, this is my counter pick. I actually want to get your opinion, Mapache, if you're still in chat. Like, what do you think about counter picks? All right, Tony was saying earlier, it's like, and also MW, it's like, I guess his Twitch name Jazz Flipside, but that Stadium might be a better counter pick than FD. So my first one is always Dreamland, but after that, I've never felt confident in like a second counter pick against Marth. I'm thinking that my heart tells me Fountain is the best, or the second best stage, and what I would want to pick. Let's go Dreamland first. After that, I have no idea. There we go. See, that's my feeling as well. Dreamland, but then if it comes down to game 5, like I lose on like both FD and Yoshi's, I don't know where to go anymore. If I win on one of those, then I don't have to worry about this problem. And that might be my solution in the meantime, is if I can just win on FD. Because that was a close game. Yoshi's, I usually just get washed. I'm like, if I win on FD, it's not a big deal. Or like, I can just do that, yeah. Oh, losing first 2 games? That's another way to do it. It's funny how sometimes that's worked out for me too. It's like, when I don't have to, like, if I don't choose the stage, it's like, I have to do this. I have no choice in this situation. I just have to play my best, and then I play my best, you know? But if I come in with an advantage, I almost feel like, you know, I need to do whatever I can to keep this going and, like, don't mess up, right? And that's a different kind of mindset versus, like, you know, I got nothing to lose. I just need to make it happen. I would not run it back to FD. Running it back to Battlefield would not bother me, actually. And I might pick that over Fountain, to be honest. It's a weird pop-up. That's an auto cancel. If he does the fair, I can crouch cancel. If he does the nair, can't crouch cancel that. It is an auto cancel. 4 frames of landing lag. I mean, FD, I just don't like it in any matchup except like Ganon. The big thing is that no missiles. And then it's harder to get down. Like, I can't go onto the top platform and use that as an escape option. Up B out of shield is much weaker, although that's less of a big deal against Marth. You want FOD once and lost in Pokemon? Yeah, no, it's actually like, this is more, I guess, like, Samus theory discussion, right? Like, I might just try this out for myself next time, because I don't think I've ever played against Socktastic on Pokemon. Not Runway 22 attempts, you are correct. First of all, I was kind of burnt out on that, so I've been streaming Perfect Dark. But now, here I am, you know, streaming some of my Melee. I said I would, because I recorded this set, and I really wanted to, like, watch over it on stream. I was a little early on that, actually. I think that's the right move to tech chase with. I was just early with it. Also, I think I SDI'd that, like, pretty crazy. Yeah. Oh, hey, that is some SDI right there. This is recorded in 30 frames per second, so that I think that was over. I think I got like 2 SDI inputs on that. Yeah, I just messed up on this one. Honestly. Have I been doing the improved grenade theory? Reverting to the bad habits. That's a lot to say from a guy who doesn't even play GoldenEye, Tony. But actually, when you do say it, I have been adjusting my angle so that I go slightly down on the second one, and I'm getting a way better incidence of 3 in a row on the first one. But I still just haven't. It hasn't happened yet. So I DI in on these 2 fairs. That's not good. Right? DI in on this 3rd one, and that's basically just sealing it. I thought he would go for a nair after the second fair, and I want to DI in on that, right? I didn't think he'd actually go for the Ken Gombo, but what do you know? And I did the right option, too. It's like, this is about all I can do, but all he has to do to beat that is hold ledge. See, he's, like, not approaching. So I know this missiles, it's like, okay, which makes sense. I'm down a stock. Those missiles, though, like, they're a bad strategy, but, like, this is a problem I've noticed with my play before, and it's like, I'm not accomplishing anything. Nothing is happening of value by what I'm doing here. Like, just nothing. Nothing at all. It's, maybe I get lucky and hit him with one, but it's not doing me any good. The up tilt, again, not a great strategy anyway, but don't jump forwards like I do. Oh, like that one? Yeah. It's almost like I'm trying to, I don't know what character it is who, like, does that, but it's like, it's also not very good. He could easily forward me out of that. Up tilt, this is a gimmick. I thought he would just jump at me, which is, again, bad Marths do that. Competent players don't. I need to do something. This will cancel the walk. Yeah, I know. That's what I want to do. It's like, if I'm just shooting missiles, I'm doing nothing. All I'm doing is running down the clock when I'm behind. It's not a good strategy. I spaced that right, but it was still bad. Practice it. Missile cancel, walk forwards, crouch, wave dash, back, attack. Yeah, that's a much better mix-up. I should do that. I wonder if I could have up-tilted, and if that would have been better. Or just a nair. If I did that reverse nair, send him back off stage. Okay, that was a good, nice little combo. Bad tech. Something that I haven't been doing this set is reading Socktastic's text. Like, I was always just going for the cover 3 out of 4. This time, this was a read. He read this. I wonder if did I try and spot dodge this? It's so weird that I can't even see it. That was a risky move. No, okay, Tony, so it's like he had to get that read to get the tipper. If he got a regular forward smash, it would not have mattered. Like, it would have been okay. But the only detect away would have gotten him the tipper. Risky, but I was like, I need to make a play. I just went for it. I think if that was a Battlefield platform, that would have worked better. Right, because the angle that I happen to be coming from, I'm not getting my Nair out until, or maybe it's just this time. I didn't put it out until too late, so I'm not catching his feet. That's what I'm going for with that. Nair. If I did that reverse Nair, send him back off stage. Okay, that was a good, nice little combo. Bad tech. Something that I haven't been doing this set is reading Socktastic's text. Like, I was always just going for the cover 3 out of 4. This time, this was a read. He read this. Oh, that almost got punished really hard, but it was a mistake. How did I not get this back? Okay, let me think about it. Alright, so I used my grapple here. I touched the ground, so it's back. Okay. Here I use it. He must... Wow, he grabbed me out of that. I thought I touched the ground. That was the issue. Okay. That's an ambiguous situation. Also one of the hidden dangers of doing those no impact lands. I thought I touched the ground. You also don't have a way to test it, because a lot of ways you can tell, like if you do a forward air from ledge or normally, and he doesn't grab you, or one of the no impact lands, and Marth doesn't grab you and he hits you with something, you can see if you got your double jump back, but not that time. Grabs always return your jump, but they may or may not return your grapple. Okay. Bad DI again. Double spot dodge. Hey! That's Mapache. Name it after you, man. No, I don't know. It's got a little simple to name that after somebody, but you did tell me to do that, so there we go. Should just held ledge, honestly. Okay, yeah, but did he do it with Samus? And the answer is no. But yeah, no. He's the master of just like, I'm gonna spot dodge a whole bunch of time. Him and like Borb, it's like, let me spot dodge a whole bunch until things happen. Oh, I know exactly which set you're talking about too. Like where he does that. He's playing the moon, I think, and he's just like at one of the big houses. I think it was Big House 4. And he just spot dodges like 7 or 8 times in a row. Yep, I've seen that exact set. Just lazy. Yeah, and that's it. That was that set. 23 minutes. So, funny enough, this was actually longer than grand finals of this tournament, which was Socktastic against a Puff player, Palpa. That set, 2 sets of it, was quicker than this. They're all very long. So I guess overall impressions, things I've learned. I want to actually, like, what have I learned from this? And it's like, okay, edge guarding is kind of lacking. I think the biggest way that I can improve my, like, edge guarding game is, like, start holding ledge more. That'll cover some of the sweet spots and allow me to punish him landing, like, on stage or doing early things. Those missiles in place and drifting forward are not that good. I want to, like, missile and then walk a bit, start a mix-up, as opposed to just missiling and just avoiding that, wasting that time. Let's see. Coming down with the missile cancels, not good. Yep. Yeah, actually, thank you for mentioning that, Tony. Naring off the ledge sometimes, because I overcorrected from doing it never, or for doing it always, to doing it never. And those are both problems. Because doing it always, I would get blown up. Doing it never, it's not a threat. Okay, so that's one thing. Let's see. What else have we talked about? And this is more general stuff. It's like, don't be doing predictable double jumps off the ledge. I didn't go for that many aerial interrupts this set. That would be a smarter idea. Don't be DIing in on a whole bunch of fairs. Like, that sucks. Just not even worth. Let's see what else. Alright, that's a fairly broad range of things, which I think it would be smart to implement, or smart to talk about. Yeah, okay, counterpick better. Look, I'm gonna be, look, Tony, I don't know where you're coming from, but Mapache came in here and he's like, I don't know what to pick after Dreamland, so it's up in the air. I think my grabs were good this set. Like, I got a fair amount of just grabs overall. That's actually fair amount of stuff. Oh, my Yoshi's game needs to just get better. Considering, how long did it take me? Got 3 stocked in under 2 minutes. Okay, slightly more than 2 minutes. Alright, that's fine. But not the best look. Like, the SD is just kind of costing me, but also that dare mix-up isn't so good either. That's something else to remember. That's very unfortunate. Why? Alright, well, I guess that's about it for this stream. I still have, you know, things to do tonight, like homework and whatnot. But since I normally would be at a Melee tournament, I thought I'd get some of this done. So, thanks everyone who stopped by. Thanks to Mapache, talking me through some of this. Tony, for some of your input. MW, who was in here earlier. All y'all, really appreciate it. So, peace out, everyone.